So this is just free talking on the subject of the amazing capacity of men in the work that they do. It is absolutely phenomenal how arduous, how horrible, how difficult the jobs that men have to do have been throughout history and up to the present day. I'm looking at a video now on YouTube about the First World War and trying to imagine spending even half a day under the conditions that those men were enduring. And this is hundreds of thousands of men going through absolute hell in the way they have to live in the trenches and the constant wet and mud and little food and the cold. It's all absolutely awesome what men have had to go through. And day in, day out to be living like this is just absolutely awesome that these men did this and they did it for us. They didn't do it for themselves. And I just can't believe how horrible the lives of these men were. I mean, even half a day living in under those conditions would probably drive me insane. But these men had to endure, I don't know the time frames, but I have to imagine it'd be weeks and months of absolute awesome horribleness of existence. And at the same time, they're getting shot at and bombed, whatever, and they're shooting and bombing. And they have to cope with injuries as well, and hunger, and eating the worst food you can imagine. And they do it for months on end. And it's just staggering that men have had to go through this. And I don't know why it isn't, what's the word? It isn't taught properly. I was never taught about this in school. When we talked about the war, whatever, it was always on a large scale and these forces moved here and whatever. It was never the detail of what men have had to go through. And it defies belief, the pain and suffering and the awful existence that hundreds of thousands of men have had to go through, particularly during the First World War. I'm thinking of for them, it happens in so many areas of life. And as I've said before, it's men who pretty much exclusively have to live through it and die through it. And this is never acknowledged. And so I'm acknowledging it now.